talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a care, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me. Showtime, Mythic Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold 1 million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 27, Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd and a couple, Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On second down and 4, Lawrence. And the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Oh, some strong running on the move past the 40. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw there taken in by Dorsett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 65 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz now on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 13 yards remaining on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. It's Lawrence. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're going to get this up to midfield. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From midfield now, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offensive coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Dancing to his left. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Wentz now on first down. Buying time to his left. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 33 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Now Lawrence on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. In motion right, Dorsett. Again, it's Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
And that one incomplete. It also breaks a string of 7 straight completions as well, as it leads to a 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now Wentz.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You don't want now, baby. You don't.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Lawrence. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Sly able to put this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Check, check, check. Mark 55, Mark 55. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Etienne once more. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Straight ahead, Etienne. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. A final shot now for Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Isaac Yedem picks it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Commanders, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game.
Talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.